Oh, and this, yeah, now we can just like... Ha! That's so much easier.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Oh, he's talking about the clocks!
Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
So you promise I won't end up walking around covered in mold?
Ugh, the pill will prevent any biological infection by the mold.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to.
I mean, obviously.
Great idea, Jesse.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good.
Huh.
That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go.
That's weird.
Find the source.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
Well, let's hear what you're not going to hold back about Darling.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
And she
About 4
loves
months
it.
ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis.
Of course not. You're the
Darling
best.
and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere.
I like her.
I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot. The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
So
Thanks
they're
for
gonna
the
get
information.
worse.
My pleasure.
That sounds fantastic.
Back to it then.
So I think if we just continue through here, yeah. Okay, so we could have found this from up there. That was the way back.
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
Oh boy. Ooh, yeah, join me. How do I had it. Yes, tank for me, little one.
Squad Captain Lopez, reporting on Expedition 17B. At the formation now, usually distinction from the previous visit. The link detector is sensitive. One arch has a light flashing, so we're gonna give the area once over. Then we'll head back. Lopez out.
One arch has a light flashing. Oh, this is well hidden. And if I can get a season, what is our current one at? 66. I mean, 67. It's pretty much significantly better. If we can get a prime one, that would be dope. Balloon supplement. The item was used in the children's ward of a local hospital. Witnesses do not recall where the balloon came from. Therapy dogs, part of a program called Redacted, meant to comfort the sick children, were noticeably attracted to the item. They reportedly jumped at the item, licking it when they could. The children claimed the dogs began walking through the halls of the hospital at night, howling in a low pitch. One child described the sound as singing. A few days later, the dogs were all discovered dead, dark substance leaking from their Redacted. The hospital staff called local authorities, who called the CDC. Bureau agents intercepted this call and arrived at the scene within redacted hours. The item was taken for evaluation, along with the remains of the dogs. Whew! What's really cool now that we've seen,
Oh, God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
we saw that, like, archives section. And it has all of these... It has all of these, articles that we're reading about. Whoops. Oh, Prime. Could cause some problems down here. I should actually not... Whoops. Should not use that, I don't think. Ooh. Tempting. Tempting. I think I'm gonna use this.
They're all dead. These things killed them all. There are so many.
The frick?
You're listening. Get out.
Whoa.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
Holy shit! Nope, not pretty. Mold 1. Holy frick. Whoa, dude! Ouch. Oh, that's gonna be trouble. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing... Okay, I'm seeing... Yeah. Shield could be... Shield could probably be pretty good right there. Not gonna lie. That's gonna be tough, because when we take damage, there's not a lot of ways to heal it. So we died to whatever that thing was. And unfortunately, we crashed for the very first time. Okay, yeah, cool. This was the area that we found. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I gotta be a little bit more careful, I think. Whoa, hello. Now is not the time, executive. Jesus. There's no escaping it. I just so badly want to use explosives. Oh, is this... Oh, no. I thought maybe this was a control point, which would be nice, but I mean... I'm gonna have to do this with the health I've got.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty. Nope. Not.
Ooh, interesting. Whoa! Oh, that heals me. Okay, okay. Dude, that is intense. Okay. This is gonna be... Whew. We were super close there. We're getting better every time. Damn. So we've got some potential healing. Damn it. We're dead. Okay, I can't even land there. So I think maybe if we get to that later phase, we might need to float that whole time.
Is that the source?
All right, now I've done this a few times.
Kind of pretty.
Attempted this a few times. I'm starting to get an understanding of their patterns. But it's really difficult. Whenever they do that little squeal, we need to be in cover. Here it comes. Whoops. And then near the end, I think we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to levitate like full time. Yeah, like here we are. Whoa. Yeah, that's trouble, but we can get him down super low super quickly, and then it's just dodging those things while levitating and not taking too much damage. It's tough. All right.
Is that the source?
Again.
It's kind of pretty. Nope.
Now, if we can bait him into attacking us while he's in the middle, we have a pretty clear shot at some of the, like, the little nodules. Like so. We can do better. If we can chuck those at him, they seem pretty good. Here he comes. Like that, these are a lot of damage. We did it! Holy frick!
I'm surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
That, I mean, okay. So, if you were to isolate this single attempt, you would be like, oh, that's pretty easy. Let me tell ya. Couldn't be further from the goddamn truth. That took me a long time. A long time. Oh, and now look, we have a control point. Isn't that convenient?
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down as we were past the threshold. Let's say this. It smells delicious.
Smells delicious. Okay. Well, that's great. That's really great. We're gonna go back and talk to her. That took so long. Ooh, what is this? Balloon stuff. Must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be redacted along with the black substance itself. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face is a colorful message to get well, surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon's attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance which drips down its ribbon.
You've returned, I see.
You goddamn rights I have. So you know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar to appearance in Redacted construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these Redacted are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I've ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth of our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior is not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It's a truly ingenious little thing. Full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. She's growing on me.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked.
Correct.
Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like gigantic.
Super big,
I
super
killed it.
angry.
You killed it!
Yes.
You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
You should have went and checked.
Her concern is touching. Really, it's too much.
Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth.
Good.
You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing.
Of course.
There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
Right? Health recovery.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
That took a lot of attempts. And now, like, when I... if you isolate that last one, man, it was so easy. But it was anything but, okay? You're gonna have to believe me. I'll include a few attempts for you guys to see, obviously. So this is 42 and 38. 67's... Ooh. 67's the fastest one there. Guess I don't need this. And let's see. Untapped potential, corrupted samples. Eradicate mold hosts around these different areas. Okay. So this is fine. We're gonna go into the containment sector now. Specifically, we're gonna visit that guy that was stuck staring at that fridge. He's on the 4th floor in the Panopticon area. Some of these, like, some of these removal quests and stuff, I don't know if we're gonna end up tackling. Can I? I mean, I can get up this way, but... Because it's really interesting how the pacing has been, in the sense that, oh, we're just gonna fall. In the sense that we've been doing a lot of main story stuff, and then just lately there seems to be a lot of kind of these random side missions, which I I don't mind. It's just kind of felt like an awkward place to put them. And yeah, we get ability points and stuff, but I'm really wanting to make sure that we don't get too distracted from the ultimate goal here. So we're gonna make, I guess we'll just go to the executive room. We're gonna make our way to containment again and check out a few things in there, instead of getting too wrapped up in some of these side ones.
Best of luck.
All right, so we got some new weapons available here too. Upgrade charge, upgrade grip, spin, shatter. I mean, I like them all. We actually are short on source for the first time in a long time, but now that we see all these weapons that can be made, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Okay, what's this? Oh yeah, right. I think I might just take the max health. And in that fight, like, the levitation duration could have been really helpful. We could take energy. You know what? I'm going to take the energy. I'm going to take that. It feels pretty good. Okay, guys, wish me luck. We'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.